about to do something, scared of the outcome. I'm sorry to say this, but you aren't good for me. I'm about to change it all, about to cut you all off. Sorry if you get hurt by. I need to do this, I need to move with this, 'cause I know one thing, this to feel one thing. I love what I do, yeah, the music it drives me through. I know my worth and you're in my way. Go ahead and tell me I'll never make it without.
We're live.
You said we're
Are
live?
we?
I said we're live. Are you live?
Didn't count us down. How do we know?
I don't know.
Hey, hey, hey!
How do we know?
You bunch of awesome people.
Rando will answer that question in just a few minutes.
I don't know what question Rando's answering, but let's see who we got in the chat.
Hey, Mama.
We got hair-raising narratives. What's up, HR?
We've got Rando Calracian.
We got my bestie Josie and amateur animator. What's going on, you two?
And we've got
you guys are having a
Mama
good day.
Buddy.
and Infinite
Mama.
Psychosis.
What's up?
And we have a
Infinite?
third member of this team that doesn't get to say hi to anybody.
You say hi to all of them.
Hi, everybody.
See? All right. As always, I
Okay,
got
but if
my
Chris
lovely.
comes in, you guys know
Yes.
the rule.
That is your Chris. We know.
You're Chris, we know.
As always, we got the lovely Filia Noctis and Mina with me.
Hello, my Nyctophilia.
Hello, my huntlings.
Next. Say hi, Mia.
Hi, Mia.
Hey, since Filia didn't get to say hi to anybody, there's somebody new in the chat if you want to say hi to him.
Hi, creepy clown girl.
Hey, CC.
Oh, look, Solar Quiet's here.
What? Oh my God, it's Solar Quiet. Not like he's our guest or anything. Oh, by the way, guys, Solar Quiet's our guest today.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
So, in case these lovely people don't know who you are, Solar, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? While he's doing that, guys, think of questions to ask him. Make them good. Or else.
Cease to behave.
I'm Solar. Been on this platform, well, narrating since 2016. It's been a while. The past couple of years, I haven't really been putting out videos just because I've got a lot of work complications. But now that I'm home in Texas and I'll be here for a long time, definitely planning on putting out a release schedule. I just need stories. So if y'all got any stories to narrate, let me know. Or some collabs, I'm open for that.
You know, I could always throw you a story, bro.
I'm ready. Do it right now.
I will go through my repertoire of stories and I will send you one or two. That way you can pick which one you like, or you can just do them both.
Don't give him mine.
I may have an idea for you.
I'm ready.
See, you say what you're looking for, and we're more than happy to acquiesce.
I'm not sure if you want to do the role though.
What is it? What's the role?
Kind of
Let
a
me
weird
know.
role. We'll talk after the show.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, just one comment that stood out to me right here from Amateur Animator. My profile picture. So I had this profile picture commissioned by an artist, and that was along the theme of what I wanted. I wanted a Halo slash Mass Effect style suit. So, okay.
Music is kind of low. Okay, music is kind of low. Let me turn it up just a little bit. And from that comment, I guess I just told you who the Nevermore Collective is today. Rando.
Our own lovely Mina is behind the yellow stripe. She learned how to do it.
She
Give
did.
her a hand, everybody. Come on, put them together. She learned how to do it.
Oh, golly.
Okay, it
Don't-
may not be a
don't.
big thing for some of you, but for
No,
some
no,
of
no,
us,
no, no. I started clapping, and then I'm like, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna go full ham on this clap.
No, it like slapped ham.
The more ham I go, the bigger the deal it usually is for me. Because when I start being funny, that's when I'm actually you know what, I care about this.
here. Whole
Ugh.
hog.
Whole hog.
I'm a
Bigger
smart.
ham, whole hog.
Don't we
That-
all know by now that I'm
that-
a high functioning smartass? I thought we all were in agreement to this.
Hair raising, that was PA that did the seal noise.
Yes, that was PA. You know you loved it.
And 42, 42's got some things that she's got to do, and so she's not going to be doing it anymore. So I'm doing it. I hope that's
Take that.
okay. I hope that's okay with everybody.
No, it's
It
not.
is
It's not okay at all.
Fine and dandy.
Yes. We are very glad that you stepped up, because if you hadn't stepped up, the fate of our show was kind of hanging in the balance.
Yeah. Well, not going anywhere. We've got weeks planned in advance.
I mean, we're going somewhere, but only after the show's over, and then we'll be back next week.
Oh goodness.
On
I'm
my
gonna
clapping hands.
I am going to try Filia to catch them to put that in there, but my playback's not working, so
Okay.
that's
fine.
why I keep asking. Is the music okay, guys? It's not too loud. I turned it up a little bit.
Sounds fine to me.
Okay.
Let me
I can't
Just,
hear it, so.
No, that sounds pretty good on my end.
All right. Question. You got a question? Now we usually do this kind of ad hoc, more like a conversation.
Yeah.
We do have some things that we
show doing other shit.
we do like to. Hey, Mandy.
Hey, what's up, Mandy?
We do like to take questions from the chat and get those out. And there's a couple of other questions we'd like to hit on, including Dustin's new favorite question.
Yes, yes, it is a great question. You added it, but it's freaking. It's become literally my favorite question to ask anybody.
So, Amateur Animator says, I have a question for Solar. It's my must-ask question. Is Shrek hot, and why is your answer yes?
Because he owns land. That's why.
Because he can become his sugar daddy.
Do you, from hair-raising narratives, do you feel any pressure with your return to narrations?
No, because I know that this is gonna be on my own time, kind of thing. so I'm gonna take the pace that I feel more comfortable with. I don't usually feel pressure from other people, and when I do feel pressure from other people, I take it at my own pace again, just because I know I do better on my own timeline.
Cool. I love
That
Shrek
being
for the
said,
letters.
Cheers on, boy.
Are you going to stick with just narration, or are you going to do some gaming, walkthrough kind of things, or what do you plan on doing with the channel?
So I've decided to keep the channel strictly narration based, but I do have a Twitch
Yes,
that
he does.
is for gaming specifically. I haven't been on there recently just because I've been moving. If you didn't know, I've moved from Washington State to Texas again, and this is where I'm gonna stay.
It's a temperature change.
Oh,
And
I
now
love the
Dixon.
temperature change. I lived here before and I missed it.
Ah,
All right. So,
Mia, did you see CCG's statement?
yes, I turned it down just a little
Okay.
bit. So, what did Celia say? I don't know. I did get your Twitch link in, so it's in the pinned comment. You guys can go up there. He's got it. His YouTube, his Twitter, and his Twitch. Music is making it hard to hear voices. Okay, I'll turn it down more.
Can you maybe turn us up? Because when I was hearing it, we did sound kind of quiet.
Yeah, I can turn us up too. Do-do-dum-dum. That better?
Okay. That better, everybody? Thumbs?
Is
Thumbs up?
that better? She turned us up some because the music didn't seem too loud, and it seemed we were kind of quiet. So if that fixed the problem, let us know.
And I know there's a little bit of a delay, so it's gonna take a few minutes before they can answer that, I think. Well, maybe not a few minutes. It's like a 30-second delay or something like that.
Yeah, it's got 30-second delay.
I'm seeing my chat's not moving. So
I'm
a
not
little
seeing
concerned.
anything either.
Chat people? Anybody? CCG?
See here, my stuff's moving. See, let's see here.
What the
It's
heck?
good.
Yeah,
It's
music
good.
is making it hard. It's good now. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna refresh
HR.
that.
You're awesome.
I didn't want to blow anybody's ears off, and I really couldn't without going live. And I
Well,
didn't want to go live earlier today, to really freak everybody out. What are you guys doing on at 10 o'clock in the morning?
So with the switch and in host, we're gonna have a few technical difficulties, but once we suss them out here in the first stream, we'll be good. We'll be golden.
Yeah, we'll be golden.
Yep.
Is that a
Okay,
kitty
so-
coming out of a box, amateur animator? Because that's so cute.
I think it is. So, Solar, is there any projects that you're excited to start working on, and like any stories you got in the pocket that you're gonna record?
I have no stories in the pocket that I'm gonna record. That's I know that I'm going to get back to it very soon. I'm in the process of collecting stories pretty much, and when I first started doing this, up until my long break, I'd go to Reddit and get stories from there, and then obviously message the creators if I could use them. And then I had like a specific folder set aside to ones that I have permissions to narrate. And then I just ran out of them. So and I just stopped. So I gotta
Well,
go.
if you
start doing that
want
again.
until you get some of those, I do have a link to the creepypasta wiki, and all those are CCISA, which means unless otherwise stated, they're all common use, so you can use them. I could drop you that site.
Yeah, I'll give it a look.
That has a lot of the classic creepypastas in it, but hey, it's a good place to get some stories if we don't have any.
Well, plus, you didn't do a lot of the Reddit stuff, if I remember right. You were basically not doing the true scary stories, or let's not no sleep, or let's not meets, or anything like that. You were doing actual stories.
So those stories. So here's the trick. I didn't label them as no sleep or let's not meet or any of that, but that's where they came from.
Oh.
Yeah. So I didn't necessarily, because I know it's a very popular thing to put in the tag no sleep or let's not meet, but
right.
I kind of hid it under the guise that it was just a story from Reddit. So like if you look in most of my videos, you'll see the creators' names are mostly users from Reddit.
Okay, cool. I will bite my tongue on that one then. We already talked about your avatar, which is cool, by the way.
Thank you.
Is he like an undead astronaut, or
just a floating dead astronaut?
I feel like I know some of these answers already because talked to you before.
Do you have a specific type of horror that you prefer, like hacker slasher, or demonic possession, or
sci-fi horror?
Awesome.
100%.
Yeah. Astronaut.
Never a guess based upon your avatar.
No, couldn't figure that out at all.
Cool.
So, is there a story that you've narrated on your channel that's like been your favorite, one that stuck out?
West. Probably my favorite that I've ever done.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like the old. I mean, don't get me wrong, sci-fi horror is my favorite, but I like the old-timey, pioneer stories. Just like when horror stories are really starting, like old folktale kind of things,
Yeah.
Pioneers out in the woods and they see something weird kind of thing and they write a story about it. Stuff like that. That's really interesting to me.
Well, I mean, it leads into sci-fi in a way because, like, Star Trek was a wagon train in space.
Yeah, it's like cryptid stories, kind of, is what I'm trying to get to. I've been really getting into skinwalker stories lately. Been on the TikToks and such, and I've seen some really good creators out there do like skinwalker skits, and they're really, really good, really well made, and I've just been watching those lately, trying to get a feel for what I like in that genre.
Cool. So work is bringing you back to Texas.
Yep. I'll be here for the next 10 to 20 years.
Wow.
Literally.
Nice.
Yeah.
How far into Texas?
Central Texas.
Central. Okay.
Yep.
Goodness.
It's like I'm gonna have to watch the hurricane line for you too.
Well, what's terrible is I gotta get the siding redone on my house, and that's gonna cost a pretty penny. But also, it's hurricane season, so.
Yeah.
Hurricanes.
And
Texas narrator. We do have a lot of Texas narrators. We really do. Texas and Arizona.
Yeah, we need to get some more. We need to get some
Southwest.
more narrators in Pennsylvania. Come on, people.
Well, like I said, Vendetta said he was coming to Pennsylvania. He doesn't know when, but he's coming to Pennsylvania.
Yep. I mean, granted, I already got one of the best narrators in Pennsylvania, but I mean, that's not me. That's Creepy Ghost Stories.
Oh.
Oh.
That
But-
wasn't a flex to myself.
I thought you were flexing to yourself.
No. That was not a flex to myself at all. I mean, if somebody else wants to think that, I'm not going to stop them, but I don't personally think that.
I think Uncle Coco's in Texas. And
Evil Outcast.
Oh
is-
my.
oh.
Evil Outcast is in Texas.
Oh.
Don't.
I was going to say this because Hair Raising Narrative just
Um.
said he just put together that PA stands for Pennsylvania.
Look, it's a common mistake.
It is really a commonly missed. Just it's so in your face that people just miss it.
He's popping nightmares. Don't let him fool you.
Oh, I'll be your pop.
But
Don't give me a reason to break out the creepy Southern voice. I'll be your papa.
Oh God. So why is this question up here? Do you have a belief as to what you expect to happen when you finally die?
I don't know. I did a little deep dive a while ago on seeing like what people see when they die, and it's like I believe, like from experience of other people, that it's like a black void that's comforting almost. That's what I believe, pretty much.
I'm writing a story about a death and a life right now. And I'm kind of using some of the Greek mythology, but I'm kind of twisting it a little bit. And death comes and takes her soul, but fate did not cut her life stream. So fate put a knot in her thread.
Gorgon knot?
No.
You should make it a Gorgon knot. If you could incorporate that and make it badass, because there's supposed to be like an uncuttable knot.
So fate put a knot in her thread instead of cutting it. So essentially she was put on hold. So death put her in stasis, basically up on a shelf.
So
And then he pulled her soul out 10 years later and put her back into a body.
so Josie asked, "Is everything bigger in Texas?" And I just responded with Josie, "No, they are just very nearsighted."
No.
Oh my God.
Have you ever been to Buc-ee's? Gas stations are bigger in Texas.
I've been
I
to
will say one
Texas,
thing.
yeah.
I was married
Oh.
to a Texan. My first husband was a Texan, and no,
Oh, he was from Texas?
my first husband,
Pencil was
my
from
daughter's
Texas?
father.
Oh, that wasn't Pencil, was it?
No,
Okay.
not smart, not so smart,
Not so smart. Okay.
not so. Yeah, not
Okay.
so was from Texas.
She has nicknames for her ex-husbands, guys. It's okay. It's okay.
I
Usually
did
we
not
just
give him an
usually she
initial.
just calls him an
His
X, you
company
know.
Commander gave him the nickname Not So. His last name was Smart, and his company commander gave him the nickname Not So.
Oh my.
And he actually called me in a couple of days before our wedding and asked me if I was really intending on marrying Not So. He says, "Do you realize what you're doing?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You've met the guy, right?"
So,
No,
You-
I did it anyways. But
And then you were like, ah, he was right.
I know.
I was with a Texan too, didn't work out well. Yeah, Josie. Yeah. Yeah, but there are good Texans. One of my best friends from Texas, and even though I don't get to talk to him much anymore, he's a good guy. Or I should say, good elf. But that's a whole nother story. So you've been kind of skirting on the outskirts of the horror community, not exactly because of your own choice, but coming back to it, knowing a lot of us that have been here and getting to know the ones that are new to. What are some of the things that you're noticing about the horror community now from when you left, or what's your favorite thing about the horror community?
Honestly, that we do stuff like this, pretty much. Everybody's willing to, well, at least the older creators that have been on the platform for a little bit are willing to do stuff like this and help promote and stuff, pretty much like CC does. Everybody
Right.
here does is promote each other. And I've noticed that a lot of the new narrators / horror fans aren't really, they're willing to consume and not necessarily provide, if that's the right word. But there's some good people out there now. A lot of newer creators now that are really good narrators, but they're lacking on the support aspect of the community. And that's everybody's choice as to whether or not to support each other. But I mean, I've seen a lot less of support from the new guys and a lot more content from the new guys.
Yeah, I need to get my button gear. I was talking to 42 about it last night, and she gave me an idea of how to fix the story I'm stuck on. So maybe.
Yeah, that's what it's about, is helping each other. And I'm not a fucking saint either. Like,
Yeah.
I've definitely been out of the scene, and I could have done a lot more, but I just haven't. So I mean,
Yeah, Solar, why you been so quiet?
right? Everybody's guilty, But I just seen a lot less support from the new people and a lot more content from the new people. And I kind of think of it as when I started. I was pushing out a hell of a lot of content, but I wasn't necessarily promoting everybody else's either.
Yeah.
Just my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, on that thought, what do you wish you would have known when you started?
That I could do stuff like this, and also, asking. I did do this. I got a story. I think I've said it on another live stream somewhere else. But Mr. Davis, actually, when he was first starting, he had about 2,000 subscribers at the time when I first started, and I actually did a collab with him, and I just straight up asked him. I was like, "Hey, dude, can we do a collab or something? I'm pretty new." He's like, "Yeah, sure." And then we did it. It was pretty successful, and then I asked him again a couple years later, and he said no. But that's a different story.
Yeah, he's a different kind of animal.
Yeah.
I haven't quite figured him out completely yet. Does that sound horrible?
No, I'm confused too. So it's just, I think we were talking about it in a group chat the other day. A lot of these bigger guys don't get asked to do collabs a lot. They have their small group of friends, that they like, or as far as narrators, like they have their own little collective. Um, they don't really get outside of the collective, so a lot of them, if you just ask them, they'll do stuff with you.
Yeah, it's one of the things that Dr. Creepin said last week is exactly that.
Exactly.
And I brought up, I as a 453 subscriber YouTuber don't feel comfortable going to, somebody who's got 263K subscribers and saying, hey, would you like to do a voice for me? Because I don't have much to offer them.
Yeah, and so how
They get nothing out of it.
Yeah, they get
Yeah.
nothing out of it, and I feel like that's what they're gonna. What am I getting out of this? And
so I figured out that it's easier for them if you ask them and you come to them with a plan. Because they have their schedule and everything, since they have that many subscribers already. They have to have a schedule that they put videos out. So if you come to them with this already prepared, here's your script, can I just get a sound clip from you? They'll do it on their own time and just give it back. Whereas if you come to them and be like, hey, can you narrate for me, but you don't have a story for them, or you don't have anything for them ready to go, then they're just to be like, maybe some other time.
that makes sense.
They're gonna be
That
like,
makes a lot of sense.
or they're gonna be like, once you have something for me, come back.
Or that,
Because I've heard people say that they've gotten that response where they're like, yeah, I'd love to send a story over. And they're like, I don't have anything just yet. And they're like, well, when you do, just hit me back up and let me know when you got a story ready.
Yeah, I the collabs I've done, I think most of them has been I've had to provide my own stories for. Raven, I didn't, because Raven sent me 2 glitch stories, because I don't know how to get those. Well, I do, but I don't do glitch stories. And there was one other that gave me, I can't remember. You can hear the music. Is the music still too loud, 42? I turned it down more. I'll turn it down even more. Well, not that far. And we have had some new people come in. We've got Sleeping Wendigo. We've got 242 Reads. We've got... I think I saw a satyr in there. Did I see a satyr?
I don't think I saw a satyr.
I saw somebody say hello to satyr.
Hello.
Hello to all the new people.
Oh. 42 says she can hear the music and she never heard it before.
That's because,
Yeah,
other
she was
end.
yeah. I'm glad 242 got to come because, yeah, she was doing a bunch of stuff today, and she helped me out a lot, and I thank her for that again. Good. No, but it's like I've got some things that I kind of broached it. One of them with Dr. Creepin is I've got a piece where I think for the devil voice.
Yeah.
You know?
Look,
I mean,
we had this conversation with him. Just ask. Like literally,
Yeah.
that man is
he's-
like the nicest, one of the nicest human beings I've ever gotten the pleasure of talking to, and he's just like,
just
I
ask.
just want to help people. Like that
Yeah.
straight up. He's like, I just want to help people. I'm like,
Yeah, he was literally just ask if you got a story you want me to read, send it to me. I'm like, okay, That's one of the reasons why I haven't done a collab on my own yet, because I don't feel the kind of stuff I do is kind of different and I don't feel comfortable telling somebody, hey, send me a story, and you just come up with it. You know.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
'Cause that's what happens to me, and it puts me behind the ball.
Yeah, and Mia said was talking about how she's too uncomfortable going to people. That like literally, I'm just gonna go to people and ask, because if I don't ask, then I never get an answer. But if I ask and I get a yes, then that's just awesome. So
Yeah.
you don't ask, you don't know.
I know this, and you know how I am, though. I still haven't talked to Jensen about the one I want him to work on. He's gonna hit me. He's gonna come
Behold
down.
Jensen, the god that everybody for some reason is nervous to go talk to, but is also one of the nicest people you'll ever talk to.
I don't have a problem talking to him. I have a problem asking him to do something.
Well, I run into several people who are like, Jensen, you talk to Jensen? I could never do that. I'm like, it's just freaking Jensen.
I enjoy talking to Jensen, and he's a nice guy. He's a great
He really
guy.
is.
He's a great guy.
I'm trying to find his Twitter right now.
His
It's at original Jensen.
The original.
And he's had a bad hand thrown to him, and he's making the best of it, and I'm so proud of him for that.
Yes.
But at the same time, I've talked to him. I'm more building him up and giving him support and everything, and then the other side of me is like, I really want him to do the voice for this character.
I'm gonna
And
I'm
he
gonna follow him
absolutely
and
would.
break
You
him.
know that.
I'm gonna break his 5,000 follower. He's got 5,000 exactly. I'm gonna break it.
Oh, wow.
So Solar, how'd you come up with the name for your channel?
It honestly is my interest in sci-fi horror, pretty much.
Nifty.
It's the open space. It's quiet by the sun, solar.
But the sun is not quiet.
No, it's not. It is not. It is loud as hell.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's
Sun is
loud.
very loud.
It is very loud.
Sun is very loud. But you have to have air for the sound waves to travel through.
Yes.
So yes, I guess in that sense. Well,
Was-
I wonder if sound waves could travel through different types of gases. Surely science has done those experiments.
If you are floating or like doing a spacewalk, you don't actually hear anything except what's going on in the radio, the conversation. I'll just say that. Have you had personal difficulties or horrors which has helped you become stronger and taught you things about yourself that you didn't know?
I've had a lot of, so it's not really horrors, really. It's just stressors going through life. I used to be very cautious doing things, like doing new things. I've never really had a mentor per se, or somebody to help me along the way, so I've learned by myself how to be not necessarily a go-getter, but be
Self-sufficient.
self-sufficient, but it's more like more bold by myself,
Yeah.
That's like when
Assertive.
people say assertive, yeah. So when people, like you guys said, people are scared to go talk to these creators. Like I've talked to every single one of them. Like I'm not scared to talk to people. And I think it's partly a lot of people are scared of what they're gonna say. But I mean, what's the worst that they're gonna say?
Yeah. And
Honestly,
that's
Well,
another topic we broached where I actually asked Dr. Green, I was like, do you think that people don't come ask you for collabs and stuff because of your numbers? And he's like, absolutely. It's like, I compared it to the attractive chick across the room. Everybody wants to go talk to her, but nobody does because they're too afraid because of how good looking she is. But if you gave her a chance, maybe she'd say yes. So it's the same thing with like larger narrators. It's like, hey, he might have 1 million subscribers, but hell, maybe he has a free minute that he can record lines for you real quick.
Yeah.
Well, I've been doing a lot of stuff. I haven't been doing a lot of stuff on my channel, but if people have been watching Sabian's channel, I've been doing a lot of voices on his Locust Lake series. And it's basically because he'll send me the lines and I just can throw them out to him,
Hey, Mia, real quick, 42 suggests that you turn Solar up just a little bit.
Solar up.
Hello.
Holy.
And now you just blew out everybody's eardrums.
Oh, I have no eardrums. I have no eardrums, no.
You did that on purpose, didn't you, Solar?
Yeah, I did. I pretty much put the mic in my mouth.
Well, I turned you up.
Just because I'm married to Vince doesn't mean you guys gotta be hating on me, alright? Damn!
That's funny.
Is that
They're
better,
hating on me in
42?
the chat for being married to Vidith. They're just jealous.
Huh?
So me and Vidith got officially Discord married as of the other night,
yes.
and
my God.
and HR was like, that's how PA gets all the ladies, and then Philly has to time in and the guys too. And that's why I was like, hey, don't be hating on me because I got Vidith. I know y'all jelly.
Yeah, we actually have to hear Solar talk
Hello?
to tell if it-
There. Wow. Are
You
you
should-
eating your mic?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so as long as we're doing this, Breaker just popped in, and so did Dark Horse.
Yeah. What's going on, guys?
All right.
So, hello, Breaker 19.
Oh man, Uncle Unit posted on Twitter. He's like, "Somebody
Hello.
fight me." He said,
Somebody
"Somebody
fight
fight
me."
me." Yeah,
I'd
and
like
I
to
said,
have him. I'd like to have him or you, your maker on here one time.
well, he said, I said, send it, and he's like, "I wonder what will break first, your spirit or your body." I said, "My foot on your ass."
Wow.
For
Oh,
a good time, big boy.
Hey guys,
So
remember to
I
like
have
the stream
absolutely
and
forgot.
share it
We
out.
have 2 Roman dislikes.
Yeah, we have 2 Roman votes of approval, and they all came in. Well, it came in just as we were starting. So
Oh,
Yeah.
bunch of sour apples.
Burger King
I
foot
did have a
lettuce.
question for Solar, but
All right,
after
go ahead.
all of that, it's gone from
No.
my head. It's gone.
sorry.
It's okay.
I'll ask him.
Obviously,
I'll
it was
ask him.
not.
Go ahead, Philly.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, Solar. So, where do you see your channel in the future?
I don't honestly, I don't see myself gaining more than 5,000 subscribers. But numbers aren't really everything. As long as I, work on it, it'll go where it goes. So I'm just gonna let it do its thing. People are people. You can't control everybody. So I'm just gonna let it go. Do what I can. See what happens.
Yeah. So people will try to control the outcome as much as humanly possible.
Oh, it's fine. You can let them try, but at the end, people do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
42, you have a good one. Good luck recording.
Yes, and thank you again for all the help.
So, Philly, you remembered your question yet?
Yes. So you've done a fair share of collabs. Who is your favorite so far, and who is your golden unicorn that you've yet to be able to collab with?
And why is it PA?
Golden unicorn is creeps. No, I'm kidding. Fuck. I don't know. Like as far as a golden unicorn, like I said before, I'm not too concerned asking these guys, hey, would you like to do a collab? But probably Creeps McPasta.
Who's been your favorite so far?
As far as
How it sounded,
Like who did
how it turned out.
how did it turn out?
I hold on. I'd have to go to my channel and see which ones I've done. Probably I think it's probably my first one. I think that first one was actually Mr. Davis.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
But talking with him, I've got no hard feelings. Obviously, it's just
I still
I
listen
didn't.
to his content. I just haven't figured him out yet.
Yeah, I
Wait,
don't know what
what do you-
happened, but what?
what are you guys talking about? Because I have zero idea what you guys are referring to.
Mr. Davis.
Yeah, what about him?
So I did a collab with him early on in his YouTube. Like he had 2,000 subscribers at the time. And I was just fresh, and I asked him, hey, you want to do a collab? And he said, yeah. So we did, and it was actually a pretty successful video. I think it's on his channel somewhere way long ago. But I asked him again a couple years later, and he was like, no, it's not my thing, kind of thing. Like, he just wasn't interested. So after that, I kind of put a sour taste in my mouth about him, but I'm not really upset about it. I mean, he just had a kid at the time and all that stuff, so.
Yeah.
But now I don't know really where. I haven't been following him since that happened, so I don't know where his channel's gone, but I mean, I would love to do a collab with him again. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be neat.
It would be.
So.
I think if I had a golden unicorn right now, I might actually one of these days approach Cribby Ghost Stories about being on the channel.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I thought he's been on your channel.
No, I have one of his stories on my channel.
Oh. You had a really good
I'm like the
story
only.
on his channel.
I'm like the only other. I'm like the only person. He's like. I guess that maybe he's just asked to read one of his stories, and I was like, when he said yes, I was like, oh my, I didn't expect that.
Now you got to do it.
Oh, I did do it.
I know you did, but
he loved it. So
yeah.
Hey,
Thank you, Breaker.
me and Brett have been good friends since I started following him.
He's a good guy. I like him. I like reading his books too. I got his books. I'm collecting narrator books.
Oh, shameless plug for my boy Creepy Ghost Stories. He's dropping a new book at the end of the month. Everybody should check it out. It's called I believe it's called The Ragged. It's another actual solid single storied book. I'm looking forward to reading it.
Yeah.
Shameless plug over.
Mr. Davis, Sleeping Wendigo. Mr. Davis is one of the he's
Old school.
words confused. He's old school. He's been around for a while. He's pretty good. Really is.
Yeah.
I prefer Let's Read to him, but
and
he does a different
life
style
and stuff. Yeah.
that's one of the things I like about all the narrators is everybody's got their own style.
Yeah. And a golden unicorn. Well, unicorns are rare, and if you find a golden one, I guess that makes it like super rare and special.
That's like the ultra rare of the unicorns.
I just
don't
put
know.
those two together.
I
Just put those two words together.
I don't know. I saw a pink unicorn Thursday night. I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Honey, what were you taking?
No, I was in EQ too.
She was taking a hefty dose of sleep deprivation.
Oh, that'll do it.
Oh my goodness. No,
So
we would consider
not that we have to, but I'm just gonna throw this out there. In about 30 minutes, Miss Creepy Tales is going live with Raven and Lady Raven. So if you guys wanted to wrap it up before that starts, that way.
I didn't want to because I need to eat my dinner, which is sitting here waiting.
Well, let's go to 8:30
Let's
and
get on
then.
with those other
Yeah.
questions.
So, what does a perfect horror story or book or movie or look like to you?
Like I was saying earlier with the West story, that the reason I picked it was because like in my mind that's the perfect setup for a story. You know, dude just moved out of the city into the wilderness, and he's building his life out in the wilderness, and then a cryptid or a monster comes along and starts messing with him. That's like, I love those kinds of stories. That's like the perfect story for me. Keeps me engaged personally.
Do you what kind of horror gets? I mean, you said sci-fi, but do you like the jump scares, or do you like them when they're more psychological, like
Psychological, definitely.
Event Horizon?
Yeah, definitely.
No,
For sure.
Yeah,
I pull that out, and even sci-fi nuts are like, "Oh, that was a great movie. Did you know it was hard?" No, it's not a horror. Yes, it is.
My favorite sci-fi movie to pull out is the very first Alien.
Oh yeah,
Good.
absolutely. It's a classic.
Mm-hmm. And again, people will say that's not a horror, but yes, it is.
Anybody who tries to claim that aliens that kill people literally is not a horror movie, just like they're broken in the brain.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, it's definitely a horror movie.
Well, John Carpenter's The Thing. That was.
Oh, yeah.
That is still. Oh, the
Every
remake was
version.
excellent. The remake was excellent. Like, I was worried they're gonna
All
ruin it.
the
Nope, it
remakes.
was excellent.
Agreed.
remakes.
Sleeping
Even
Wendigo.
the very, very original.
The suspense
black
of the
and white
moment when someone is attacked in a horror movie. Killer Clowns from Outer Space was hilarious.
Right? So funny. Like Mars Attacks was also another good one that was hilarious.
I haven't actually seen that one.
That movie was funny.
I love it. I love it. And the fact that they got so many big stars in it.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Yeah, that was funny.
All right, so I just gotta ask Solar the funny question. So Solar, if you were living in a world where alligators and crocodiles flew, how would the human race fare?
Everybody would appreciate the Second Amendment more.
Definitely.
You're the first person that didn't just reply with "the world would be fucked."
Okay, so
All right, Philly, go ahead.
giant fly sweater. Okay, so you are going to be throwing a dinner, and you are to invite 5 people from horror, either murderers, either horror characters, or actors or writers. Just 5 people from the horror genre. Narrators. Anybody?
Live or dead?
Okay. So
Dead or alive. Real or fictitious.
number 1, definitely my favorite actor of all time, and I don't know if you guys would consider The Mummy as horror or not. But the guy who played Rick O'Connell,
Brendan
Um,
Fraser.
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser.
Definitely.
I love him.
Yeah.
Number 1 favorite dude ever.
God,
He's
He
awesome.
got such a bad rap.
I know, and his comeback was amazing. Like,
Yes. And I don't care
he's
what
back.
anybody says.
He's back in the community, and he's doing excellent. So
Okay.
Brendan, yeah, the Mummy was amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so
I
Brendan
refuse
Fraser.
to watch that. I refuse to watch that bastardization of the remake or the.
Oh, the Tom Cruise one is terrible.
Oh
It's
god,
horrible.
that's stupid.
Well, the
Yeah.
problem is that they tried to make Tom Cruise the star, and they were paying so much attention to him that they forgot what the story was about.
Yeah.
God, it's called The Mummy.
And Tom Cruise isn't Brendan Fraser. Fight me.
No,
Brendan
he's not.
Fraser's better.
He is.
Yeah.
Welcome
Absolutely.
back, amateur animator.
Yes, welcome back. Okay, so who's your second guest? You still got.
Yeah, you still got four
more.
people.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think through horror movies because I kind of want to do a horror movie related person.
You got Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the from like
See, that's the thing. I'm not into serial killers
You've got
at
Lon
all.
Chaney, Bella. I mean,
you got Jason, Michael, Hellraiser.
Oh, those guys are
Ghostface.
classics.
Cenobites.
Cenobites count as one.
You got the Gremlins
I would-
from Gremlin.
Oh, here's a good one. The main character from The Lost Boys.
Nice.
Oh,
Ah, good call. Good one.
Yep.
Good one. I like it.
Yep.
Uh,
I forgot his
Main-
name.
main-
Kiefer Sutherland,
Kiefer.
Yes.
Sutherland? Okay.
Yes.
who makes an
Okay.
and his father makes an excellent vampire too.
His
Sorry.
father makes an excellent just about anything.
Well, him and his father both, but we're not going
Yeah.
into that one, are we?
Right. Okay, so that's two.
The voice actor for Lady Dimitrescu in the new Resident Evil.
Yeah,
Have you guys seen?
I've seen clips. It looks really good.
Oh yeah.
People are very much in love with her voice.
Yes, absolutely.
And
Her-
apparently they all want her to step on their face too.
That's a different story, but yeah.
I was been trying to be nice here, okay? Ah.
Dude, I don't do nice. I do brash and blunt.
Chris Redfield.
Triggers.
That's another one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Him as a character.
Yeah.
Him and so I grew up like my second game ever was Resident Evil 2,
Oh.
and
Ooh.
Leon Kennedy is like my ultimate favorite fucking video game lead character.
Does that make us best friends now?
I think that makes all three of us best friends.
Leon Ken-
Because I was gonna say, are you a Leon guy or are you a Chris guy? Because both of them are good, but Leon's better.
I agree. So Leon, he's more tactical, as where Chris is more brash. You know.
So Leon's a sarcastic prick at times, and I'm all about that life.
Yeah, and you know, it's a hard choice between because I got three like top video game characters, but one of them isn't horror. And
What about
Solid,
Dante from Devil May Cry?
and the Solid Snake? But he's a good character. It's just I don't have any nostalgia with him. Like I like the character; he's excellent where he's at.
Dude, my favorite thing about those Devil May Cry games were the intro where he would get dressed while killing the demons.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Legit, it was the greatest thing ever. I'm like, this game knew what the fuck they were doing.
Oh yeah. But you know, if I were to pick Leon and Chris, dude, that would make 5.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Interesting set.
You know who's
Everybody
one?
has such interesting people or characters that they want to.
Well, it's nice to hear different characters than Jason, Freddy.
Yes.
Right.
I try not to choose those because well, so, like I said, serial killers are not my thing.
Right.
I'm never rooting for the serial killer. I'm always the one wanting to fucking kill him.
I'm always rooting for the serial killer up until he kills a certain character, and I'm like, all right, now all the annoying ones are dead. You've done your job. Also,
Portal.
so
Portal was
I
a
don't
good
have
game.
a top 5 list, but I can tell you right now, one of
The
my
voice
number
from
one
Portal?
choice would be the Green Power Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers when he was still evil. Right. Fight me on that one, Mia. That's a
What-
good choice.
What's his name? Tommy?
Tommy Oliver
Yeah.
in control of the Dragon Zord. What's not to love about that man?
Zero.
Silver Ranger's the best Ranger.
Silver Ranger was badass. You talking from in space?
Yep. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
So amateur animator.
Okay.
I actually, my son and I actually went and got the lyrics to Gladys's song, and we used to sing it together.
No. Infinite Psychosis said critters. That would make for a very dysfunctional house guest.
Oh yeah, Doki Doki Literature Club. I want to play that.
Tim played that. He liked it.
I want to play it on live stream because I've heard that it does really funny things when you actually put it in front of a live stream.
I'm waiting for Slumber Reeds to get in here and make a D's nuts joke.
Where is Slumber? We need Slumber and we need Somber and where are the guys?
Where's my video? My
I don't know.
thing here, and I'm sad.
Grave Mind.
We're on 14 minutes. Grave
Yeah.
Mind. Yeah.
So, Solar, I know you don't got a lot of time, but do you write it all?
I don't. I tried. I'm not good at it. Writing for school and stuff, I mean, that's easy, writing papers and stuff. But as far as writing stories and being creative like that, no. I'm not good at it.
That's the funny thing. I've always been good at writing stories, and I got out and I had to actually write technical documents in school and like in work.
Mhm.
I found that was very difficult for me. And I'm
And-
Yeah.
Fiction,
Yeah,
I didn't have a
I
problem
feel that.
I
So-
feel like I'm the same way. I'm I'm a very dry person, but I've done a lot of interesting things, so I have a lot of stories, but I'm not creative enough to come up with my own,
So Solar, would you do you have any phobias?
So, things that people are naturally inherent of being not okay with, like I don't know. I don't like to think of myself as scared when nobody does, but like scared when I get into certain situations. And I can work through them in my head. It's just the initial shock of that thing happening, like people with thalassophobia, deep sea stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know I'm kind of skirting around the question, but
Just admit it.
I can't. I'm trying to think of something like I would not be okay with at all. And it would probably be something to do with a personal interaction with somebody. Like being alone in a room, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
With somebody that you're just like you're not sure of. I don't know. That's a phobia of mine. Is I would rather be by myself than locked in a room with somebody.
Yeah. So like somebody that you just don't trust.
I mean, when you say you're not sure of, like, you don't trust them, or you don't know who they are, or I don't understand
Just
what you
say
mean by
like you were plucked from the street, like kind of like Saw style. You were taken from the street, put in a room,
Uh-huh.
and somebody else was taken from a street or somewhere in the world and put into a room.
that. Oh.
And then
someone
the door
you've
was
never
locked.
met before. Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna test our guest's nerdum here. Rohan or Gondor?
Let's see. Gondor answers the call.
Nice. You
Every
you passed. Good job. I mean, I'm a Rohan boy myself because I like the horse lords, but you knew what I was talking about, so you passed.
Oh yeah.
Someday someone's gonna say Mordor.
No,
I-
Literally-
I would put money on that one of these days.
How did we get
literally.
on-
I was
What's
gonna say, literally nobody likes Mordor. Not even
Not even-
Saruman.
not even-
Saruman was working with what's his face, and he didn't even like Mordor. He just copied what he was doing.
Even Sauron is like, I don't like Mordor. No, how do you think I want to take over the world? Get out of this place. It's a dump.
Yeah, well, Saruman, I don't know. I know a lot of Lord of the Rings lore, so I don't want to get too technical. But
I think we are best friends. I think it's official now.
Saruman did not like Sauron at all,
Mm-mm.
and
No.
he ended up working with him anyway, but he still didn't like him. So nobody likes Mordor, even the people who work for Sauron.
Yeah. Sam or Dean?
Definitely Dean. You know, old
What about
Moose and
Bobby?
Squirrel. Oh, Bobby. So, funny story about Bobby. He drives a 78 Grand Sierra. I own a 77 Grand Sierra.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's cool.
Bobby was a surly boy.
Old Bobby. Yep.
Give me something. I want. Give me.
I don't know.
That
If,
whole.
Oh.
Go ahead, Mia.
I don't know if you're old enough. One. Ginger or Mary Ann?
They sound familiar. They're
Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I'd have to look up the. I'd have to
The
look them
movie
up.
star or the girl next door?
Oh, the girl next door. Easy.
Mary Ann. Yay!
Yay! Okay. Chicks dig scars. What's your best, worst scar? What's your best or your worst scar? How'd you get it?
Oh, jeez. Got me looking at myself now.
He's going, do I have any scars?
I do. Trust me.
He's like, what's the best scar?
So there's a it was, well, I mean, I have plenty, but when I was a kid, I got one on my right knee, on the right side of my knee, just above, like towards the back, on the right side of my right knee. I don't know how it happened, but I was like jumping in a pool. We had an above ground pool at the time, and I jumped in the pool. I landed, I got up, I got out, and there was like a big hole in my leg, and it turns out
Oof.
like I landed on a nail, and it went all the way in and all the way out. Like,
Oh my gosh. That, ow.
Oh, that sounds. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun, bro.
and it happened. It was weird because it went all the way in and all the way out, but it didn't like damage anything
That's
serious.
what she said.
Like it, like nothing was broken or anything like that. I didn't break a tendon or anything, but it was in a really concentrated spot of tendons. So I don't know
Wow.
what happened.
Wow.
So,
Okay, that's cool.
Who's
That's yeah. That's good. That works.
I
favorite-
just like to point this. Go ahead, Mia.
who would you want to read your eulogy?
Good one. I like that. One.
Living or dead? Living or dead?
Anybody?
Jason Statham.
Oh,
yes. Okay,
I
that's
like
good.
it. I like it.
That's good.
There has to be explosions behind them the entire time, or does it count?
Yes,
nailed the landing. Oh,
I love those movies like Crank. Oh my god.
Yeah, he has to be fighting with people while he's doing it.
Either Jason Statham or Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Keanu. Oh,
Keanu.
yeah.
42
So I was
with
gonna
man's
say-
Keanu.
Nice. Yeah, Keanu Reeves is a
Either
great
way,
actor,
they
by the
still
way.
have to be fighting while they're doing it.
Right?
Yeah.
But Keanu
And there has to be
has to be doing
explosions
kung
behind
fu.
them. There must be explosions or it doesn't count.
Welcome back, Jesse.
But I was gonna say, Solar, I have a scar on my forehead
Do we
because
put
my
him on
sister
death
tripped
row?
me and it bashed me it hit me in the head, and the scar looks like a Harry Potter scar.
Okay.
Like,
That's
legitimately, it looks like I have that freaking lightning bolt scar on my forehead.
That's awesome.
Okay, Solar Quiet. You were a bad boy and you were put into the Traveler's Tavern prison, and unfortunately, we have to put you to death. So, what would you like for your final meal?
Oh, I was gonna say, what would your reason be? I was gonna say tax evasion.
No,
But
we don't.
We need to say that. We need to add that.
We don't care why you're here. We just
We
want
need to
to
add it.
We need to ask like,
That's
what's the
actually a good
reason?
question. I'm going to do it right now.
My final meal, huh? Chicken fried steak with a side of biscuits and gravy.
Ooh.
What kind of gravy?
Ooh.
Country gravy, obviously.
I go homemade sausage gravy on top of homemade biscuits.
Oh, that's what country gravy is. It's a white gravy with
Yeah.
sausage and pepper.
Is it?
Yes. And it works best with country fried steak. Cause yeah.
Oh,
sounds
don't worry,
amazing.
hair raising. The
If
IRS
it's-
has already contacted me.
They're coming after you for Rico, man. You've been messing with that mafia
well,
stuff.
You know, if you have any other skeletons in your closet, Solar, they're gonna get you because that's how they got Al Capone.
Well, all right. So I'm not gonna get too crazy personal, but I got a letter from the IRS when I came home, and it said that there was something wrong with my 2019 taxes, and they adjusted my income to like $30,000 more than what I reported, which was not correct. And now they're saying I owe $3,000. I'm like,
Which
what the
that
fuck
doesn't
is
make
going
sense.
on?
That doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense. Get yourself an accountant to look at that. And
That's
I
what I'm
don't-
gonna do.
I don't mean H&R Crook.
So I have an attorney just on the wings just in case.
Go to
Oh.
JAG.
Absolutely. No, I'm going to, because I already know there's an issue with it, because that doesn't make any sense. So it says reported income is this on 2019, and then it says adjusted income is $30,000 more than what the reported was. I was like, there's no fucking way, because on my tax form that I get from the Army, that's what I put in for my taxes,
Yeah.
and they're saying it was wrong. I was like, there's no way.
No, there's no
Go
way.
to JAG.
Yeah, go to the
That's what
JAG.
you're there for.
Okay, so we've got about 3 minutes left. What have you got? When do you
have
think
to
we?
for us?
Yeah, that's the question.
I didn't even hear the question because confusion.
Do you have anything you want to ask us?
When am I gonna be back on here?
Whenever you want, I will.
We've
we
got-
can be in
we've got, like,
contact, and
the-
I will.
We've got the
No.
next 3 weeks booked, but I think we're open after that unless PA's got things I don't know about.
I have not reached out to anybody else yet, but we can definitely we can definitely bring you back on then.
So I'm planning on doing a comeback pretty soon. So I'll definitely
yeah.
I'll definitely have a
Absolutely.
video out before
We can.
I'm on next. So
Okay,
Nice.
all right.
Also, just a little teaser
We can do
for
that.
y'all.
Like, we can do the show just before you do the video.
sure, I'll let you know the day.
All right.
Just a little teaser for y'all. Just be aware that next week we have my good friend JM Nelson. We are going to be live with him, and we're going to be promoting his new book, Coyote.
Yes.
Book launch.
Which-
I love book launch.
Which we have to kind of thank Raven for, because Raven, Raven and his
Yes.
and his listeners kind of forced that book. So yeah.
JM, me and JM have been good friends for a while. So
Forget to ask him if he will read from the book.
Oh yes, yes. He might read us. He might read us a little verb or two.
Is that your guitar again?
Oh, my. Hold on, sorry.
No,
But,
it's okay. I'm not
Yeah,
complaining.
I'm definitely looking. I'm definitely looking forward to having JM back. Back.
Needs to
I
start
believe he.
asking
But he's like I said, he's a good friend, amazing author. I
There's the
am really
satyr.
hoping you guys will check out his book and
Yeah.
show him some love. What up, goat? A little late. We're wrapping the show up, but we love you regardless, I guess.
Thank you, hair raising. And did you have anything other than that you wanted to ask us?
Nope, that's it.
All right.
Great.
So you're working on some stuff, and it'll be out as soon as you can get it out.
And like I said, I will dig through my repertoire of stories, and I will send you something over, good sir.
Yeah. Yeah. So I like reading pretty much all kinds of stories. So
I've got enough
For
stories to
the
put me
kind
into the
folks in the
drawer.
chat.
I don't really have a specific genre.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for the kind folks in the chat, thank you all very much for joining us. Don't forget that if you guys want to have a show on here, it is open to everyone. If you have an idea that doesn't necessarily fit your channel, reach out to me, Mia, 42 as the Raven Dreams, Filia. We're all here to help, and we can get you all squared away and started up.
Yep.
Yeah. You want me to say the outro, or do you guys want to say it?
Well, once you join the collective, you leave nevermore.
Nevermore. We love you guys. Thank you, Solar, for joining us, man. It's been a blast.
Yes.
Yeah, no
Thank you.
problem.